Welcome to the Hands-on Art ceramic painting tutorial presented by Ambrosia. This is available in PDF format if that's easier for you to follow, and will be available on our website and in the studio. We will begin by gathering our materials. Start by wiping down your ceramic piece with a wet sponge just to remove any dust. Then we will start by painting the entire surface with white 16. Remember, we want to do 2 to 3 coats of this white color. While that dries, we will start to trace our image of the composition book for the notebook. So grab your tissue paper and your pencil and begin tracing that over the paper. Then once you get that traced, you can go ahead and start to place that onto your ceramic piece. And yes, you can use the Sharpie over the piece once it's been painted already. So go ahead and outline that, and I use a normal Sharpie for the outside lines, and then I switch to a thin liner Sharpie for the inside of the composition, just because that wording is a little tight and close together. Then with your black detail brush, you will go nice and slow, even though this is very sped up. Take your time and constantly be dipping your brush into new fresh paint, or else it might not glide on how you expect it. Then we will grab those other gray colors in our fun writers. So we are starting with the lightest gray 60, and we are going to go ahead and add a bunch of dots just all over this surface, and we want these to be scattered. So see how I am just dotting that along and not even really pressing too hard on the plate, just letting it dab as I move along. Then as the tutorial goes along, we will speed up this process, so don't worry, it's just the same thing for every single color, and we go from lightest to the darkest color. And now we're doing that same thing with gray 35, just dotting all over, and remember this is really sped up. Then I go over with that same 60 as before, just to add a little bit more of that light gray. I felt it needed it. And then after that we'll go over with our black, and then you'll notice it will start to pool a little bit if you do get those colors a little too close to each other, which is totally fine. We will just go over that again with our white, just to separate any areas that might need a little bit more definition. Once you're happy with the front, we want to make sure that it is fully dry before we begin to add the details on the back side of our composition book. So definitely go ahead and grab a blow dryer. There should be 2 of them in the studio, and feel free to dry that until it doesn't move at all. We don't want these colors to bleed. Then we can go ahead and flip our plate to the back side, and we can begin on that. And this did have a layer of white paint, and then if you'd like, if you saw there, I started to add the tape, but then decided the fun writer will be a little bit easier just to freehand it. And this is supposed to be a fun little sketchbook, so it's not supposed to be perfect, so I'm just adding in some classic little sketches here on the back, just like, you know, we would sketch in our notebook in school when we're bored. I hope you had a lot of fun doing this project. I know I did, and I hope to see you in the studio soon recreating this piece. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much.